Okay, good afternoon everyone. Just a short introduction of when Nick actually asked me to be his best man. It was last December. We went to watch Leicester play, which was a bit of a... It was a real shame. At first I was over the moon. Firstly, that he was going to marry the woman he loves, Laura, and second, that he'd asked me to be his best man. Then a few pints later, kind of dawned on me that I'd have to do the speech. And since then I've had a full year of sleepless nights and panic all preparation for this speech, which kind of makes me wonder why I left it till last week until I wrote this. I think it was mainly to wind up Janet. She kept asking me at work. It's got to be one of the few perks of working in the next office tour. First of all, I'd like to echo what Brian and Nick have said about thanking everyone who's made the day possible. The venue's amazing, and obviously a lot of hard work, time and effort has gone into making that happen. Barbara, Janet, you look amazing.
You'd already wrote.
No, Janet. And I must thank Nick for his toast to the bridesmaids. I know they've done a magnificent job in helping Laura today, and everyone looks, all the bridesmaids look amazing. But I think everyone will agree that they're really outshone by Laura, who looks absolutely stunning. Just another quick thank you to everyone who's obviously made it here today. I know both Nick and Laura are really pleased to have so many of their friends and family with them on their special day. And I'm also especially glad personally to celebrate this wonderful day with one of my best friends. I've known Nick since we were both about 4 years old. We lived in the same village of Belton, so we might also be related. Check the web feed. We also went to the same primary school. After secondary school, we almost became business partners, where we were going to open a smoothie bar. And we'd spent the whole afternoon blending fruit in Janet and Steve's kitchen. And when we went up to Leeds to do some market research, which ended up, the research was probably better suited to running a pub than a juice bar. Nick's obviously a really funny bloke, but he's also a really genuine and sincere friend, as you're ever likely to find. He's loyal and kind, and he's always there for his mates. It's a great honour for Nick to ask me to be so heavily involved on his wedding day. He's obviously a popular lad, so to be his best man is a real privilege, although I had to keep reminding myself of that when he kept bombarding me with emails and texts about organising stuff to do which leads me on nicely just to briefly mention the stag do. I know Nick was grateful to everyone that was able to go. As Nick's mentioned, we all went to Marbella. It's pretty kind of an exclusive place, full of expensive cars, year-round sunshine, full of beautiful people. That was until 14 pasty lads from the Midlands rocked up at the beginning of September, and for 4 days managed to upset the local way of life and the local police on one occasion. We've been to watch the Leicester Blackpool game, dressed Nick up in a really tight orange vest and some cycling shorts. The shorts, just to put them in perspective, they were pretty baggy on Dan. All small boys. Dan had to wear a belt. But they were a bit too small for Nick. No, you could see every vein. So after a brief conversation with the local law, whose English was about as good as our Spanish, it took all our collective GCSEs in French and German to understand that pantos meant pants. And we were in big trouble, and Nick made a hasty retreat back to the hotel to get changed. I'd also like to give a special mention to Alex Laybourne, who became known as the Archbishop of
Coming tonight.
Banterbury. He was great value for the entire time, and he was coming tonight, so I'd wait until give it until around 10 o'clock.
7:30.
After
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
until he's had a few
Oh,
drinks.
right, yeah.
And see if you can pick him out. It should be quite just a quick word back to the happy couple. Nick and Laura have been together for 8 years, and during that time, it's the happiest I've known Nick to be. And they both have a lifetime of joy and contentment to look forward to. I know they make each other really happy, and they're both lucky to have found each other to share their lives with. And Nick and Laura make a great couple. I think it's probably their personalities that complement each other the best, though. I think Laura's drive, determination, and ability to organise Nick works well. And Nick, Nick makes a great cup of tea. And having previously lived with Nick, I know it must at times take a lot of Laura's patience when in one of his annoying moods. It's kind of like living with a puppy, but he's a fairly simple soul. He just needs lots of regular exercise and the odd treat to keep him happy. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. Dinner follows my speech. I'm starting to get a bit hungry. So all that remains for me to do is to charge your glasses, stand and join me. Gives me great pleasure in wishing the newly Mr. and Mrs. Wilkinson a long, prosperous and happy life together. Ladies and gentlemen, to the bride and groom, Laura and Nick.
Bride and groom.